welcome to Strength Flow. Happy Monday. Starting off, we're going to get into a little bit around the world. Let's go ahead and ground those feet, drop it off to one direction, open up that opposite lateral line, and then drop it across. Big exhale as we come up. Inhale as we come across. And just take your time going side to side. Got a few more reps to your pace. Feeling that side open up. Feeling that low back start to wake up. Hamstrings in a nice little pull. About 5 more seconds. About 1 more each side. Excellent. All right. I want you to squeeze those hands towards your body, right outside that chest. So squeeze your shoulder blades back. And then reach those fingertips out, making it nice and strong. Open up that chest. Big breath in. And as you exhale, round those arms, interlock those fingertips, press away. Let's go 1 more. Open up. And exhale. Open up that back. Move a little bit if you like. It's a little point of this class. And then let's just take it right into our alternating reverse lunges. Don't worry about how many reps you get. As we work through these, we're looking at opening up the ankle, keeping that chest up nice and proud, turning on that midsection, all of that stuff that we know so well. Start adding a little bit of a pop, getting off that floor with some intent, some explosion through the hip. The last 3, 2, 1, relax. All right. I want you to find your comfortable, really comfortable squat position. So take those feet as wide as you need to. You're going to pull down towards the ground, nice deep squat, and then hands to the floor. All right, I want you to take that right foot back. So now we're in a nice, almost lizard lunge position. And we're going to take that left hand to the sky, open up the chest, rotate through the hips. And bring that left hand back down. Bring that right foot back up. Nice deep squat. Stay up nice and tall. Back down. Hands to floor. Left foot back. Right hand to sky. Right hand down. Left foot up. And tall. All right, so we'll get into today's workout. We got about 16 minutes of work, so we do need to get rolling. All right, our movements today, we have 5 main movements. It's a little bit more metabolic than usual, especially on a Monday. Mondays I usually have you in control. Today we are going to move. So we are going to start off with a sprawl with an alternating single knee drop. So I'm going to demo this one real quick. With this sprawl, I'll try to get you to keep that chest up nice and proud. As we pull down, hands to the floor, jumping feet back. I don't actually let the hips touch. They just look pretty close to the ground. Jumping feet back to squat. And as you stand, drive the knee and then pull back down. We're going 1 knee for every rep. That's our first movement today. So we're going to take a big breath. Belly is strong. Pull it on down. Hands to the floor. Jump feet back. Jump feet up. Drive that knee. Back down, your pace. Working for about 45 seconds. Trying to get to that athletic position. Every time we come out of that sprawl, trying to keep that chest proud as we pull those hips down. Nice and strong through the feet, long through the head. We've got this. Roughly 10 more seconds. Three, 2, 1. Relax. Everything's your pace today, so make sure you work appropriately. Next is our alternating kick through, a go-to in this class. So we're going to transition down to our beast position. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees under the hips. Get those knees off the ground. Left hand lifts. As that right heel presses through, we pull that left hand in the body. Back to beast. Right hand lifts. Left heel presses through. Your pace, side to side. You set your tempo. You're in control. So even if you're more moderate pace, a little bit slower like I am right now, You can still really up that intensity through making sure you're working the squeeze. Squeezing out that rib cage. Pulling that top hand nice and strong. Got about 10 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and relax. Shake those hands out. All right, next we're going to go into our alternating mountain climber. Not a traditional looking mountain climber, a little different. So we're going to go into a strong sit back, and as you come back to that plank, left foot goes outside of left hand, sit back, then right foot. So follow along, plank position. Punch those hips back, over top those heels, knees stay off the ground. As you punch hips, left foot comes up, you're nice and long through that back leg, and then sit back, right foot, long through left leg, your pace. Really put that intent into that long leg, that long back leg. About 15 more seconds. Body temp should be picking up by now, to say the least. Strong through those hands. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, relax. All right, give the hands a little break. Let's come on over to a seated position. All right, we're going to go into our alt shin box. All right, if you know the shin box pretty well, it is a freestyle today, all right? So you get to move at your leisure. But if you're with me, hands behind you, heels on the floor, drop those knees off to the right. Nice and controlled going left. And now right knee leads the way. Open up the groin as much as you can before left knee follows. Your pace, side to side. All right, so this is our basic alternating shin box. Getting the hips a little primed. And this feels a little too simple. And get rid of those hands. Make it a little bit more challenging through the midsection, through the hips. We have 3 rounds today. Every round, I'll introduce something a little different. So right now we went alt shin box to our hands-free alternating shin box to that 0 support. Three, 2, 1, relax. All right. So make sure you have plenty of room behind you. We're going to work into our rollbacks. All right. I know everybody's not a fan of these, so if you don't like rollbacks, I'm going to show you a roll up, where you lie back, hands to sky, point that midsection, sitting up tall. But if you're with me, you're going to come back on your shoulders, let your feet go to the sky, and then back to that seated position. All right. We'll start basic. Nice and long through the legs. Sitting up nice and tall. All right, so now we can start getting creative with the feet. One foot can go flat on the ground. Alternating that foot that's flat on the ground as we sit up. If we can take that foot, instead of being that foot flat, you can try to make that leg flat and still bent. This will progress onto something later, so it's almost like a half butterfly. Last 4, 3, 2, and relax. All right, making our way back up top. I'm going to kick this camera down just a hair. I'm barely in the screen on the floor. All right. Getting back to our sprawl with that alt knee drive. When we do that alt knee drive, we're nice and tall, tall through the head, strong through the belly. That's not the easy part of the movement. All right, athletic stance, chest stays proud, pull down, hands to the floor, jump back, jump up, drop, down. Your pace. It's just one knee. Working that stabilization through the body. Coordination. Strong through the feet, but you're light in your transitions. You feel quick. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Relax. All right, breathe. Again, today's a little more metabolic than it's typically doing on Monday, so pace yourself appropriately. All right, making our way back down to that beast. Hands under the shoulders, knees under hips, knees come off the floor. Left hand lifts, right heel kicks through. Strong. Working side to side. You can, of course, work much quicker than I am. Adding that little hop in that transition definitely helps. But just make sure you feel like you're in control. "20 seconds. Plenty of time. Plenty of time to stay strong. Three, two, and relax. Shake those wrists out. Like a little movement. Move those fingers. Going back to that alt mountain climber. Get an emphasis, back leg long as you can get from back heel, top of your head. All right, plank. Drive those hips back. Drive those hips forward. Punch that foot up and back. Spend a little extra time in my mountain climber position. Hips are feeling a little tight from the weekend. So I've still got a quick emphasis in my transition, holding this position for just an extra moment, especially in that left hip today. 10 seconds. Three, two, one. Relax, wrist and hands, get a little break for the next two moves. All right, going back to our alt shin box. We went over basic, we went hands free. I'm gonna start hands free. If you need to be back at basic, with that support, you can be there. And from here, again, this is shin box freestyle today. So if you know a movement that you really wanna work it. But here, in my left position, I'm gonna reach my hands forward, press through the left knee, extend to the hips, squeezing that right glute, control the way down, working my way back across. Spending time owning these positions. Finding intensity through flexion. Intensity through tension. Pulling down that rib cage. Setting that back. Flexing every muscle you can find. And relax. All right, going back to a roll back. Again, you have a roll up variation. Legs stay still. Sitting up, sitting back. Making sure we're strong to the belly. But if you're with me, we can work that roll back again. Feet to the sky. Then you can start seated. And you can start getting a little fun with the feet. All right. So now I want to see if you can take one foot flat and tuck the other foot behind the other leg. So you got a little bit of almost a half kneel position going on. Okay, if you've got that down, so one foot's flat, the other foot's behind it, tucked, then we can think about that extension where we roll and we pull ourselves up into our half kneel position. Working our way back down, rolling back up, down, up. Nice good extension. Strengthen those hips, and finish up that rep, relax. Making our way up for the final time. All right, so last time standing up, going back to that sprawl with that knee drive. All right, again, trying to keep that chest as vertical as possible. Big breath. Athletic stance. Pulling down, jumping back, punch, punch. Good. Your pace. You're strong. You're breathing through every position where you create power. Last 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Relax. All right, big breath. Going back to our kick through. And if you want to add a little bit more speed, add that hop in your transition, you certainly can. All right, we're a little slow and steady. Working my tension today. All right, set it up. Working side to side. Strong kick. Strong pull. Back to beast. Transition. Full extension through that push leg, through that kick through. Got about 10 seconds. Four, 3, 2, and relax. All right. Going to our mountain climber. All right, so getting back to that plank position. All right, last round here. Again, don't get slack on that back leg. That back leg is strong. You're driving through that back leg as long as you can make it. Plank, back, drive, back, drive. Your pace. Think about pulling those shoulders down, strong through those hands, long through that head. That airway is open. Five, 4, 3, 2, and relax. All right, seated position. All right, so we worked our shin box, hands free. We went to our hip extension. This time I'm introducing the tripod. Again, if you're familiar with the shin box, work anything you want to work. All right, so with the tripod, my hands stay back, knees drop off to the left, my left hand stays on the ground. I'm going to extend through my right hip, reaching that right hand over the body, and then pulling back down. Good intent. Great way to open up that lateral line. Work that really strong extension through the hips. So squeeze through those glutes, especially as you drive through that knee. You should feel that extra flexion through that rear end. Last 3, 2, and relax. All right. Last but not least, we're finishing off with our roll back. Again, roll up isn't an option if you're not a fan of that roll back. But if you just feel weird doing it, I invite you to try it. Unless it hurts, it is good to do something new. Get the body used to being a kid again. You can be young forever, right? All right, 3, 2, let's work. You have that basic sit up. You can start having fun crisscrossing the feet. Exploring with that finished position. And then whenever you like, introducing in hip extension if you like to. Committing, if you are working that hip extension, to that more powerful roll. So that momentum helps get you into that position. Last 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and finish up that rep. Relax. All right. So in the process of all those moves, we did a lot of mobility. So as far as stretching today, I actually just want to let the wrist recover. So we spent a lot of time with our palms dug into the floor. So we're going to go to more of our flexion. So I want you to make sure your weight is in your knees and your feet. I want you to get the back of your right hand to the floor. And for some of us, this is enough. All right, just being in this position, the back of the hand to the floor might be a bit much. But if you can, I want you to pin down that hand with your left hand. So your left knuckles are pinned down that right hand, and we're going to turn that elbow crease forward and breathe. And just hold. We're not going to work reps today. We're going to work a nice stretch. Turning that elbow crease forward, putting that shoulder, that ball and socket in the joint. And relax. And resetting to make sure that weight is in your knees and feet. We don't want a whole lot of weight in the hands. Back of the left hand to the floor, pinning down with that right hand if you can, and turning that elbow crease forward and breathe. Again, we spent a lot of time today in almost a push-up position between our kick throughs, our sit backs, our sprawls. So we're getting that wrist to decompress. Hold that position as long as you would like for time's sake. That does it for me today. Have a wonderful evening. Go fuel up if you haven't already. Tomorrow and Wednesday classes are still on. Or Thursday and Friday we do not have equipped or strength flow. We do have performance hour Thanksgiving morning. Thanks for joining. Have a great one.